Patrick, I'm going to start with you.
All right.
All right, Patrick's going first. Hey, Patrick, how are
Hey.
you? Tell him who you are. Everybody
Doing
give him a
good.
hand.
So I'm Patrick Conley from AutomationHeroes.com, and we have a business that's a marketing agency. We work with purpose-driven entrepreneurs, helping them set up websites, automation systems, a lot of the fun stuff Derek talked about this morning, to really help them automate their business, de-stress their life, and make a lot more money.
Yeah. So, so you came to one of these events 2 years ago exactly? Was it?
I think it was a year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago. Okay. And how many clients did you have back then?
Roughly 0.
I love that.
I think we honestly had probably 2 or 3, but
Yeah.
not much.
You were freelance. You were not actually really thinking about. Maybe you were thinking about it, but you weren't actually having a business.
Yeah, I had just left a corporate engineering job, and I was not a happy cubicle dweller. So I gave it. I actually got laid off, and it was perfect timing because I was ready for something new, and I decided to give the entrepreneur lifestyle a try. I'd been dreaming about it for a few years. So
Yeah, and your friend Kelly.
yeah, a good friend Kelly and Linan actually took me kicking and screaming to your mindset event.
Yeah, saying, Patrick, you got to come. They were 2 students of the Client Attraction Business School, and said, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you've got to come and meet these people and just see what they have to say.
Yeah, at the time I think that was about $500 to attend, and I had maybe $1,000 to. So I was putting a lot on the line.
Yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure. And so, and you decided to enroll in the Client Attraction Business School. What was it so you had 0 clients. Mm-hmm. What was it that made you say, I'm going to do this and I'm ready now?
I think, so I was sitting here, sitting in the audience, and I kept seeing, actually I'd watched the success panel, and I was thinking, wow, that's pretty sweet. It would be awesome to be up there someday. And I just knew my network was very small at the time. I basically had a few friends who were in business, and that was about it. So I knew that being in a group of a couple hundred people would just help tremendously, and it was amazing. I'm really happy I made that choice.
Yeah, you joined. You enrolled in the growth track, and so tell us about what it was and what happened in the growth track for you.
Yeah, so the growth track's awesome. You meet 3 times a year. I'm sure you'll go over details, but it allowed me to meet and network with all these other entrepreneurs who they had similar problems, similar things that we could all talk about, strategize with. We did a lot of masterminding. Stacy, we were in a few together, and it helps you just kind of get your mind around new possibilities, new ways to reach out, new ways to package your things. I think everyone, if you're working on your business yourself, you can only get so far because you're stuck working in your business, and it's really hard to get any perspective. So working with other people is tremendously helpful.
Yeah. So you were in the growth track then, and by the end of your growth track experience, what were you making in your business?
Yeah, so we started off, the most I ever made in a month was maybe $1,000, if that, when we first started out. By the end of growth, which was a year ago, the highest month we were definitely clearing, 15 to 20,000 in certain months.
Wow.
15 to 20,000.
Yeah.
What is it? So, and then you moved up to the leverage track because then you had plenty of business.
Well, what happened is that your system worked too well. I had so much business coming in. It was really just me and a couple web designers, not a whole lot of team. I just recently actually took a good friend of mine on as a business partner, and that was pretty new at the time. So we had all these clients and not enough time or even just energy to deal with all of it. So I knew that I needed to make some changes.
Yeah, and so you're in the leverage track now, and how is that, and what have you been able to create in terms of results in your business as a result of being in leverage?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been 6 months, give or take, since we joined, and we had to reshape the whole business basically because it was built on a one-to-one, hourly type model, and now we've really shifted a lot. We've turned into like a done-for-you marketing for companies, but instead of just doing it as a flat fee, what we've done is we've actually partnered with a lot of really successful companies and done revenue shares with them. So
That's great.
we're kind of taking our expertise and pivoting it to help other people who have products to sell them.
How cool is that, right? A different business model. Are you willing to share what you've been able to create
Yeah,
in
so
terms
I
of
mean,
revenues?
we've been able to certainly basically replace that revenue we were doing from one-on-one. What's really exciting now is that we've been laying a groundwork that will take us. I mean, the rest of this year looks amazing because we've helped all these, like, we have probably 4 or 5 companies, like several hundred thousand into multi-million-dollar companies we're working with, and we're laying the groundwork that they didn't have. And now it's like we have, in the next few months, we're going to start turning on the advertising, turning on all of these systems that Derek talked about, and we're sharing in the revenue of each of those.
So yeah, that's kind of cool, yeah. Yeah, and so I won't reveal, but some really, really big names.
Yeah, some huge, companies that have been
Companies
around,
you all know.
multi-million-dollar companies, so it's very exciting for us.
Yeah. What's realistic? What is your income for the end of this year?
I don't even want to
into
put a
next-
ceiling on it. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. What's the minimum?
Patrick's so nonchalant. That's
Yeah,
what I love
yeah,
about
yeah,
it,
yeah.
right? You're so down to earth. You're just like, I don't know. I mean, I just like to do my thing, and it's just, so it's skyrocketing.
Yeah.
It's going through the
I
roof.
mean,
But anyway.
I would-
What's the minimum you'll make this year?
I would be shocked if we didn't at least double or triple last year.
Wow.
Last year we finished probably 75 to 100,000, somewhere in
Yeah.
that range.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
That's
Give
great.
him a hand. 18 months ago, he had maybe $1,000 a month. What is it about CABS? What is the Client Attraction Business School? What is it about CABS? What is it about the coaching, the accountability? You already talked about the community, maybe the vortex. What
Yeah.
is it that you get from it?
this Vortex thing's pretty powerful. I just talked to my business partner when we were on break, and he just signed 3 new clients. I hadn't talked to him in a whole day, so
Yeah.
big surprise.
Yeah, 3 clients a day. What would you say to somebody who's sitting in this room like you were a year and a half ago, who, so you were in a stage where you didn't actually have many clients, and there
Yeah.
are some people here who have lots of clients and some who don't. What would you say to them if they're thinking about joining CABS?
For me, it was a no-brainer. It's like I didn't have a network, so I instantaneously got a huge, awesome network. I didn't have much coaching or instruction outside of self-taught things that are available online. So you took care of that. You get support, the accountability. I had some great accountability buddies who kind of kicked me around when I was not doing the work. So, to me, it was a no-brainer. It's not right for everyone, but if you want to grow to that next level and you need support,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.